Good evening, user. I see that according to my internal calendar, which comes preloaded with the most commonly observed national holidays, that it is time to engage the Halloween protocol function. When setting up your user preferences, you indicated that you would prefer the affection and education program preferences. To begin, please join me on the sofa. I have arranged for the atmosphere to be comfortable and holiday appropriate. Here, please, make your selection of either lying with your head on my shoulder or on my lap. Once you have made your selection, please close your eyes and enjoy the education and relaxation Halloween protocol. Close your eyes and enjoy the education and relaxation Halloween protocol. Alright, good. Initiating educational relaxation protocol function. Halloween is an annual holiday celebrated each year on October 31st that has roots in age-old European traditions. It originated with the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as a time to honor All Saints. Soon, All Saints' Day incorporated some of the traditions of Samhain. The evening before was known as All Hallows' Eve, and later, Halloween. Over time, Halloween evolved into a day of activities like trick-or-treating and carving jack-o'-lanterns. Around the world, as days grow shorter and nights get colder, people continue to usher in the season with gatherings, costumes, and sweet treats. Halloween's origins date back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. The Celts, who lived 2,000 years ago in the area that is now Ireland, the United Kingdom, and northern France, celebrated their new year on November 1st. This day marked the end of summer and the harvest and the beginning of the dark, cold winter time, a time of the year that was often associated with human death. Celts believed that on the night before the new year, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred. On the night of October 31st, they celebrated Samhain, when it was believed that the ghosts of the dead returned to Earth. In addition to causing trouble and damaging crops, Celts thought that the presence of the otherworldly spirits made it easier for the Druids, or Celtic priests, to make predictions about the future. For a people entirely dependent on the volatile natural world, these prophecies were an important source of comfort and direction during the long, dark winter. To commemorate the event, Druids built huge sacred bonfires, where the people gathered to burn crops and animals as sacrifices to the Celtic deities. During the celebration, the Celts wore costumes, typically consisting of animal heads and skins, and attempted to tell each other's fortunes. When the celebration was over, they relit their hearth fires, which they had extinguished earlier that evening, from the sacred bonfire to help protect them during the coming winter. By 43 AD, the Roman Empire had conquered the majority of Celtic territory. In the course of the 400 years that they ruled the Celtic lands, 2 festivals of Roman origin were combined with the traditional Celtic celebration of Samhain. The first was Feralia, a day late in October when the Romans traditionally commemorated the passing of the dead. The second was a day to honor Pomona, the Roman goddess of fruit and trees. The symbol of Pomona is the apple, and the incorporation of this celebration into Samhain probably explains the tradition of bobbing for apples that is practiced today on Halloween. On May 13, 609 AD, Pope Boniface IV dedicated the Pantheon in Rome in honor of all Christian martyrs, and the Catholic feast of All Martyrs' Day was established in the Western Church. Pope Gregory III later expanded the festival to include all saints as well as martyrs, and moved the observance from May 13th to November 1st. By the 9th century, the influence of Christianity had spread into the Celtic lands, where it gradually blended with and supplanted the older Celtic rites. In 1000 AD, the Church would make November 2nd All Souls' Day, a day to honor the dead. It's widely believed today that the Church was attempting to replace the Celtic Festival of the Dead with a related Church-sanctioned holiday. All Souls' Day was celebrated similarly to Samhain, with bonfires, parades, and dressing up in costumes as saints, angels, and devils. The All Saints' Day celebration was also called All Hallows or All Hallowmas, from Middle English All Hallow Messe, meaning All Saints' Day, and the night before it, the traditional night of Samhain in the Celtic region, began to be called All Hallows' Eve, and eventually Halloween. This concludes the educational portion of the Halloween festivity pack that is included in this software. If you find yourself to be relaxed and do not wish to terminate the affection portion of this protocol, please remain where you are and select the End Function button on your handheld cellular device. Until then, please enjoy the remainder of this feature as the relaxation protocol continues.